Well, at one point, you actually started doing protection for the Bonanno drug operation?
Yeah. I had a very dear friend who I had known since kindergarten. And I was close friends with him. We went to high school together. And he was one of the bigger drug dealers for the Bonannos. But the thing was, he was a businessman. He was a drug dealer. He was not a gangster. He was a very nice kid. Wasn't a tough guy. So he had a target on his back, and every stick-up kid from Brooklyn to Staten Island was robbing him. So ultimately around 2002 is when he came to me, and I moved his operation into one of the homes that I owned at the time. And then he stopped getting robbed. So he actually, from one of the robberies, he ended up getting arrested, even though he was the one that was robbed. They had him taped to a chair for hours. They arrested him, and in order to keep him from, going to prison, I turned him in. My wife and I drove him to court. We figured we'd bail him out later, and it turned out they were doing the lineup. And so he called me from the desk of a cop. I guess they let him make a phone call, and he insinuated to me that it'd be better if this guy didn't show up to the lineup. So, I had to do some soul searching because it was dangerous. He had just called me from a police station. But I was friends with him for 19 years at that point, so it meant a lot to me to keep him out of jail. And I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't badmouth me unless someone brings me up, because after I cooperated, I'm sure I put a shadow on his name from it. I'm sure he doesn't badmouth me because I went and grabbed the informant's brother and took him for a ride while we made sure that guy didn't show up to the lineup. So instead of him doing 12 years, he got a probation and a fine.
Okay, so you essentially kidnapped the witness's brother.
Yeah.